In this world where every dollar counts, can you really find a reliable handgun for under $400? The answer might surprise you. We've scoured the market and put 9 budget-friendly firearms to the test, pushing them to their limits in survival scenarios. From compact carry options to full-size defenders, we're breaking down the pros, cons, and hidden features of each. You'll discover which models offer unexpected accuracy, which ones are optics ready out of the box, and which budget beast might just outperform its pricier counterparts. Number 9. Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield, $399. Here comes the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ, a gun made for shooters who have trouble with regular semi-automatic types of guns. The significantly lower slide racking force is what makes it stand out. This makes it possible for people with weak hands to use. Some people might question how well the 380 ACP round works, but the design of this pistol lets you make follow-up shots faster and more accurately when you're in a defensive situation. The M&P 380 Shield EZ has a short 3-inch barrel and is only 18.5 ounces, which makes it perfect for carrying concealed. With a magazine that can hold 8 rounds, it's the right size and firepower. The range kit that comes with it is very useful. It has the basics, like a range bag, shooting glasses, and hearing protection, and it's perfect for new shooters who are putting together their first kit. Even though it's easy to use, the M&P 380 Shield EZ is still very good at defense. It's a great choice for people who are new to guns or have physical limitations because it has low recoil and easy-to-use controls. Even though it's not optic ready by default, there are aftermarket mounting options for people who want to add a red dot sight. Number 8. Ruger Security 9 Compact, $379. The Security 9 Compact is better than our previous contender in terms of both quality and size. Because it's chambered in 9mm, it has more stopping power, while still being small enough to be carried concealed. The 10-round magazine capacity is a big plus over single-stack models, and it takes away worries about not having enough ammunition for defensive situations. Even though it has more firepower, the Security 9 Compact is still surprisingly easy to control. The glass-filled nylon grip frame helps reduce weight and make the tool more comfortable to use. This choice in design makes it easier to shoot, which could lead to better control and accuracy in high-stress situations. Some shooters like the consistent trigger pull that the hammer-fired mechanism gives them over striker-fired options. The Security 9 Compact isn't advertised as optics-ready, but it can be fitted with red dot sights that were bought separately. Because of this, users can easily change the pistol to work with their preferred sighting system without spending a lot of money. For those looking for even more affordable options, our next choice is as cheap as it gets without giving up any important features. Number 7. Keltech PF9, going around for $356. The PF9 is designed to be hidden well. It is only 0.88 inches wide and has a 3-1-inch barrel. The polymer frame helps it weigh less than 14 ounces when it's not loaded, which makes it one of the lightest 9mm pistols on the market. This huge weight loss, on the other hand, makes me worry about how to handle the recoil. Felt recoil is undeniably strong, but the right grip and stance can lessen its effects. Some people choose to buy extra recoil pads to make this ultralight 9mm even less snappy. The PF9's basic sights work well enough for close combat, but some users may want to upgrade them for better accuracy. Even though it's not too expensive, the PF9 has hardened machined steel slides and barrels that will last for years of carry. It's important to know that the PF9 doesn't come with optics already installed, so people who want to add a red dot sight may want to think about that. Since it is so small, the PF9 is a great choice for situations where complete concealment is key. If you want a bigger and stronger handgun, though, our next choice has all the features of a full-size gun at a surprisingly low price. Number 6. Taurus G3 for about $345. The Taurus G3 has a 4-inch barrel and can hold 17 rounds, which is the same amount of rounds as many full-size guns. The weight of 25 ounces without anything on it is manageable, thanks to the polymer frame and steel slide. Concerns about reliability and user safety have been addressed by the G3's many safety features, such as a manual thumb safety and front and rear slide serrations. The G3's ergonomics are one thing that makes it stand out. Memory pads have been added to the frame by Taurus to make it easier to control the gun during recoil. This level of attention to detail is usually only found in more expensive models. But the Taurus has it at a price that won't break the bank. The G3 has a lot of good points, but it also has some problems that could happen. Some users say the trigger pull is heavier than expected, which could affect how accurately the gun shoots at high speeds. This trait can be lessened, though, with the right training and practice. If you want to improve your defensive skills, the G3 is optics ready, which means that red dot sights can be attached to it. This feature, along with the Taurus G3's full-size features and affordable price, makes it a great choice for shooters who want to get the most for their money. Number 5. SCCY CPX Rd. $339 to $349. The Crimson Trace red dot sight that comes with the SCCY CPX Rd makes it easier to find targets and shoot accurately, especially when there isn't much light. The fact that these high-tech optics are available at a reasonable price is making people in the gun community take notice. The pistol's small frame holds a 3.1-inch barrel and a 10-round magazine, which is a good mix of being small and having a lot of rounds. The CPX Rd's double-action-only Deo trigger is one of its best features. It gives you a consistent pull for every shot. This can be especially helpful for people who are new to shooting or who are switching from revolvers. The red dot sight is very useful for self-defense because it makes shooting easier for people who have trouble seeing and gives a clearer picture of the target than regular iron sights. There are good reasons to be worried about how long cheap optics will last, but the Crimson Trace sight on the CPX Rd is made to handle the rough conditions of defensive use. Users say it works well in a range of lighting conditions, but there haven't been many long-term tests to see how durable it is. The benefits of faster target acquisition more than make up for the learning curve that comes with switching to a red dot sight. The SCCY CPX Rd makes advanced sighting systems more accessible by putting red dot technology at a price that has never been seen before in the industry. As we move on to more traditional designs, it's interesting to see how this new approach stacks up against tried-and-true classics in the budget handgun market. Number 4. Springfield XD. Defend Your Legacy. $339. The XD Defend Your Legacy has a small 3-inch barrel and a grip safety, which many people like because it is easy to use. The melanite finish makes it very resistant to corrosion, which is very important for a carry pistol. The XD's polymer frame keeps the weight to a manageable 26 ounces, while keeping the width at 1.2 inches for a secure grip. The XD was first made as the Croatian HS 2000, but it became popular in the US market under the Springfield brand. Police departments quickly became interested in it because it was reliable and easy to use. The passive grip safety, which needs the right hold to disengage, adds an extra layer of safety without slowing down deployment. The XD is both affordable and good at what it does. That being said, it may not have some of the newest features like optics-ready slides, but it has a history of being reliable in hard times. The XD is still a great choice in the budget handgun market for people who want a simple, tried-and-true option. While we think about the pros and cons of this tried-and-true design, let's look at a less well-known competitor that's making waves in the low-cost market. Number 3. Stuger STR9. $329. The STR9 has a 4.17-inch barrel and a magazine that can hold 15 rounds. It is the perfect size for carrying around and has a lot of power. It's made of polymer and weighs 24 ounces. This pistol is comfortable to shoot without sacrificing durability. The black nitride finish makes it more resistant to wear and corrosion, which is a big step up from older Stuger models. The STR9 is unique because it has many features that are usually only found on more expensive guns. Deep front and rear slide serrations make it easier to use, and a loaded chamber indicator and trigger safety make it safer for the user. The optics ready slide is great for modern shooters who want to mount red dot sights, which isn't often found at this price point. Even though Stuger isn't a well-known brand name, the fact that it is part of the Beretta holding group gives it credibility. This connection means that the STR9 has quality control and design skills that are far above its affordable price. But some users say the trigger pull is heavier than expected, which could make it harder for some shooters to hit their targets. Before we talk about the pros and cons of this feature-packed contender, let's look at an ultra-compact option that goes beyond what's possible to hide. Number 2. North American Arms APE Pug, $328. When you want to carry something hidden, smaller's sometimes better. The North American Arms Pug is the smallest gun ever. It's only 4.5 inches long and weighs only 6.4 ounces. The 22 chamber in this small revolver gives it a surprising amount of power for its size. The Pug's 1-inch barrel and 5-shot capacity may make you wonder how well it works for self-defense. On the other hand, the 22 cartridge has a strong muzzle blast, especially when loaded to full capacity. This stops things with a level of force that belies the Pug's toy-like size. The Pug is a single-action revolver, so it needs to be cocked by hand before it can fire. Along with notches cut between each chamber for safe hammer resting, this design makes the gun more reliable and safer to carry. The black rubber pebble grips help keep the muzzle from rising during rapid fire, which is very important for close-quarters defense. The Pug isn't good for long-range battles, but it's great for situations where hiding is very important. Because it's so small, it can be carried in ways that bigger guns can't. This makes it an interesting choice for backup or restricted areas. And number 1, High Point 916, $199. The High Point 916 is without a doubt our least expensive choice. This 9mm semi-automatic pistol has a 3.5-inch barrel and an 8-round magazine, so it packs a good amount of firepower into a small body. The 916 has adjustable sights and a manual thumb safety, which are both important features for a defensive gun. High Point has a reputation for being reliable, which might seem to go against its unique looks and extremely low prices. But because the company focuses on making polymer frames that last and designs that are simple and won't break easily, they have a loyal following of shooters on a budget. Each High Point gun comes with a warranty that lasts a lifetime, which makes people even more confident in their products. And for people with very little money, the High Point 916 is a good way to start owning guns. It might not be as well made as more expensive guns, but it works well and lasts a long time, so it's a serious contender in the cheap handgun market. As we come to the end of our look at cheap guns, it's clear that dependability and power can be found at different price points.